All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope that you are doing well tonight. Welcome to another session of Power Session with yours truly, DMP Speaks. Welcome for my first time visitors to my platform and my show. Thank you so much for coming. So let me introduce who I am. My name is David Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I'm a motivational speaker, but as of tonight, I am a self-esteem speaker and a self-esteem coach. I want to transform you to a better person. So that's who I am. That's what I'm all about. And I hope that you are doing great tonight. I hope that you are feeling great. You might say, what is this? So in my little area where I'm building something over here on the other side of this room now. So for a few weeks, I'm going to be over in this area until this is fully built like I want to. But thank you so much for coming with me on tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about, this is our first power session of the year. But tonight, we're going to talk about Growth Spurt. So that's what we're talking about tonight, Growth Spurt. We're going to talk about how to grow expeditiously, grow enormous in your life, growing in your finances, growing in your relationships, but also growing in your mind. That's what we're going to talk about on tonight. I hope that you guys are feeling well. Please do me a favor before we jump into this. Please share this with someone. Share. Hit that share button because I really want people to get this tonight. I really want to help somebody tonight. And I'm excited again to be with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. And again, please share this with someone because I really believe this is going to add some value to someone. All right. So we know that growth is essential for anything that we do in any area of our life. We have to grow. And growth is not just essential, but it's a big part of our development. We have to grow in our lives. We have to grow in our thoughts. We have to grow. We can't stay where we are. I'll say this. If you don't grow, you won't go. If you don't grow your mind, if you don't grow your thoughts, if you don't grow who you are and mature in that area, then you won't go anywhere. You'll be stuck and stagnant. And I know that's not what you want. And I don't want that for you as well. I want to see you grow. Behind me, live more, worry less. It's right behind me. Live more, worry less, and work hard and play hard, right? What does that mean? We have to grow. We have to grow. For example, my son, over the summertime of this year, he went to go spend some time with his father and his family like he does every year, right? But I promise you, when he came back, I was like, who is this dude? Who is this big old dude? He grew within 2 or 3 months, literally last year during the summertime. And I was so shocked 2 or 3 months, and he lost weight, of filling out his muscles and all that stuff. I was like, well, who is this guy? I said, wow, he had a growth spurt. And if we can be honest, a lot of us have to grow as well. A lot of us have to make changes to grow, because there might be something that is stunting our growth. And we have to be aware that it's growing season. Now, you might say, well, how do I know it's growing season? Well, you don't react to the same things that you react to before. Or maybe you do, and you see that, man, I'm kind of tired of dealing with the same thing. It's a repetitive thing, and I'm dealing with the same thing over and over and over, and there's no change. I'm dealing with this over and over and over, and I'm getting the same result. So if I'm getting the same result, that means something has to change. So it's not so much that that person has to grow. I actually positively have to grow. And that's where I want to really begin tonight. You have to learn for yourself. You have to be aware, if I could say, that you need to grow for yourself and not others. You have to grow, right? You have to be aware of your own growth spurt, but you also have to be aware of what's stunting your growth. There could be some things that are stunting your growth and you are not aware of. There could be people that are stunting your growth and you're not aware of it. There could be some family members or friends that are stunting your growth and you not be aware of it. There can be a job. There could be a church. It could be anything that could be stunting your growth. It could be you. You could be in your own way and you're stunting your growth. I want to teach you tonight that you don't have to stunt your growth. You can make some changes. You don't want to stunt your growth. You want to grow. Now, I wrote this down. If you continue to doubt yourself and you continue to believe in what someone else says, that's going to stunt your growth. How many times have you put what people say about you and how they treat you to be your life, to become your life? And it stunts you. You know that you are on this path of growth and maturity and being different than you were before. Then you find out, or not even find out, somebody says something, or something happens, and then you lose it. You lose all confidence that you have. You lose all self-esteem that you have. And you don't grow. You have to grow. And one of the ways that we stunt our growth is procrastination. Listen, I used to be the biggest procrastinator probably in the world. There's probably somebody worse out there than me, but I used to procrastinate all the time. But I was expecting different things to happen. Procrastination, and it does stunt your growth, right? And you have to find ways to change that. So tonight, I just always give you a little brief thought to think about. But I do have a couple things that I really want to give you tonight that I feel that will be very helpful for you. If you got your pens and papers, whatever that you're going to write with, I want to give this to you. Just a few things, and then we're done. The first thing that I want to give you is called removing hindrances in your life. I want you to write that down. So you are removing hindrances, whatever is hindering you in your life. If you want to see exponential growth in you, you have to remove some things out of your life. If you're going to have the growth spurt that you are looking for, right? You have to remove some things. You have to move people. You got to stop going to certain places, and you got to stop being involved in certain things, right? People, places, and things. You got to remove these hindrances in your life. And let's be honest, you might think that you have no hindrances, but if you just take a time just for a moment to look in your life right now And you could be saying to yourself, you have said to yourself, there are certain things that I should have been doing right now, that I could have been doing right now. But because I went here and I kept going here, or I kept hanging around this person, or I kept doing a certain thing, those things were hindering my process, and they were hindering my progress. Not only were they hindering my process, I was on a good process, but it hindered my progress moving forward. So you have to remove problems and situations. And my question to you, I want to ask you this question, and we're almost done. What are you indulging in? Whatever you indulge in. I'm not just talking about food, because there's people that have addiction to food, but there are also people that have addiction of being popular or fitting in or being with the crowd. And that's hindering you, right? Trying to be like them when that wasn't what you were designed to be. And you're trying to be like this one or trying to be like that one. You have to have enough of confidence in yourself. And if you don't, this is why we're teaching on this tonight, because I want to see you with that growth spurt. And I want to see you change. Number 2, told you this ain't going to be long tonight. Who you associate with. Now, we just talked about those hindrances, but I want to just focus really quick. I know you love your family. I love my family. But there are certain people, and if I could keep it real, there are certain people in my family that I feel like are hindrances. I love them, but I can't be around them. Have you ever had, do you have some friends? Do you have some family members? Do you have some people in your life that you know, I love you, I appreciate you, but I can't be around you? Not right now. I could love you, but I have to love you from a distance, because I'm on this path of growth. I'm on this path to change, and you are a hindrance, and I have to be able to remove those things, right? They can unintentionally grab and start grabbing at your future because you're giving them so much time and effort. And listen to me, when you do this, you are setting yourself up for potential failure. You're setting yourself up for potential failure. And because of that distraction, because of that family member, could be mom or dad. And I love my mom, right? Right. And she's not this person, but if she was this person that was hindering me, I would have to check on her, but I would have to separate some time and some space from me. Now, don't get me wrong, my mama is wonderful, right? But I'm just making an example. But there are people that might be in your life that can be those hindrances, and you know that I gotta take a break for them. Not forever, but to get yourself right. My question is to you again. When are you going to take the step to grow? When are you going to allow yourself to grow? Because if you don't deal with the things that are holding you back from growing, you can't blame anybody because you didn't grow. You can't blame anybody because you didn't do nothing about it. There's certain things that you have to do. And because you have to make these changes, and I know it's not easy, there is going to be some growth. When you do it, you got to do it for yourself. The last thing that I want to say to you is, because I'm running out of time fully, believe in your abilities and potential. You have to believe in your abilities and potential even when you don't see it. There are people out there tonight that's looking at this Power Session Live and they don't believe in themselves. They don't value themselves. They don't love themselves. They treat themselves a certain way. They don't think they're great because nobody has ever told them that they were great. There are people out there that are suffering because with their self-esteem because they were never told at 4 or 5, I'm proud of you. I love the painting that you did. I love how you shoot that shot in the basket. Whatever it is, you got to start believing in your own abilities. You might say, well, I don't really think I have any. It might not be like mine. It might not be like your neighbors. It might not be like your sisters. It might not be like your cousins. But whatever that you do have a purpose in this life to change this world. And you have to start believing that everything that you have has a purpose to it, because you weren't put in this earth just to be here to take up space. You're here to make a difference. And the only way that you can start making a difference, even in this new year, you got to believe in your abilities and you have to believe in your own potential. Whatever that you're passionate about, whatever that gives you that energy in the morning to do, whatever you even that aggravates you and you want to see it change, that's a part of your purpose. But you won't do that until you start believing in what you have. When you start believing what you have is good enough. And I want to tell you tonight as I close, what you have is enough. I just want you to be a better version of that. You hear me? Listen, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Listen, before I let you go, I want to know, did you get something out of this tonight? Do you feel like this really helped you tonight? Because I hope that it did. I hope that something on here through this teaching really, really helped you. So before I let you go, I want to know if you are looking for a coach like myself, that you really, really need some coaching. Like, you said, this is good. I need a growth spurt, but I don't know how to do it. I know I can go on Google and I could Google some things, but I need somebody to help me apply these things. I need somebody to really, really go with me weekly to help me, because change takes time. I'll say it again. Change takes time. It can never just happen overnight. So if that's you, if you know you need some coaching, I want you to put in the comment section, coaching. Okay. And I will send you a personal message from myself. And I want to help you be the best version of yourself. It's a 12-week program. It has worksheets. It has homework. It has different videos. I have 3 modules, which is reset, rebuild, and renew. And within those, each module, are 4 different lessons to help you become the best version of yourself. It's called the Resilient Coaching Program. I want to see you better. I want to see you changed. So I want you, like I said, if you are looking for coaching, put it in the comment section right now. I need coaching, or coaching, the word coaching, and I'll send you a personal message just to see how I can help you. So I'm over my time. I thank you guys so much. Do me a favor as well. If you will be so kind, if you would like to give toward this my nonprofit, which is my speaking and my coaching, I'll be having some other products coming out, but I appreciate if you would give anything. So you see my Cash App is on the lower third of this broadcast tonight. Whatever that you want to give, doesn't matter. It could be $5, it could be $10, whatever. I'm not going to tell you the amount, but whatever that you give, know it's going into good ground. Know it's helping me build what God has given me for you in the marketplace all over the world. But I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. But guess what? One thing I just want you to do, I want you to have a great night. Everybody have a good one. Peace.